Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here on this wonderful scenic cruise is my teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, if you could please say hello to everybody.
Why, hello there, everybody.
Hush! Why are you so loud? Stop.
I see young Corbin's a little bit hungover from the party that we had last night.
I hope everyone's got their sunscreen on, and their reflective life jacket. Corbin,
Yes.
I see you're not wearing your life jacket. When
Corbin,
you're on deck, you
we
need
talked
to be
about
wearing your
this.
life jacket.
You gotta have your life jacket on.
I don't need my jacket. I wish I never had it.
No, Corbin, stop. No.
Okay. No rapping on international waters?
It doesn't work like we're still in Kanto. We're not in international waters.
All right, fine.
So yes, of course, our trainer in training here is young Corbin, who, as you will all remember, has been prohibited from rapping by judge decree. He cannot rap. Judge, I don't know, Officer Jenny? Yeah.
Yes.
She was like, stop it.
Was it a judge
Stop
decree? I don't know. I know I was arrested, but
I think it was some kind of court order that prohibits you from rapping.
Yes, and I think judges do those things. Correct.
That sounds right. I mean, listen,
Yes.
I'm not a professor of Kanto law. I'm a professor of Pokemon biology.
Hardly.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
What was that?
Excuse me, what was that, Corbin?
What was that?
I said.
I can't hear what non-reflective floaty people have to say.
I said I thought I saw a Sharpedo.
You do need to put your reflective floaty.
Here, you know what? I got this extra one right here.
Give it to me.
It's a little moist, but
No.
it'll dry out with time.
No, you can give me a dry. Okay, that's on me.
Nope.
now.
He's already putting it on you.
Okay.
Wow, I can hear the squelching here.
Oh God. Okay. All
All right, for those students at home, in case you have forgotten, our learning center in Saffron City has undergone
An
let's just say
unfortunate period of repair.
Sure, along with half of the city, thanks to
Mr.
Unfortunate
Curtis.
series of accidents.
well, sure, maybe related to.
We
what
have
the
to
people
tell.
here
We have to
today.
tell people the truth in case they didn't listen to that lesson. There could be a new listener or new student coming in. Mr. Curtis,
No,
Mr. Curtis
Kangaskhan went on a
aggravated
crazy
a Kangaskhan, and it
field
resulted in an earthquake that destroyed most of Saffron City. So here we are, millions dead. It's a whole travesty.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that there were no deaths involved.
Well, I think my sanity died a little bit that day.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, how much sanity did you actually have? Let's be honest here.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha! Yeah, checkmate. Okay. But we're here on this wonderful boat because we had some complaints about the classroom, temporary classroom that I was using. So I went out of my way to get a nice cruise, a fishing vessel.
It's not a cruise. It's a stinky fishing boat.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not
Hey,
that
this
stinky.
is where the Magikarp of our fair nation are caught, okay?
Yeah, and that feed you, Corbin. All right, that hungry little
You
that
eat your little fish sticks
you little
every
fish
lunch?
sticks.
You little fish stick eater?
Yeah.
I don't like that this feels like an insult. I enjoy my fair share of fish sticks, thank you. I don't need to be patronized for it.
Well, they come from Magikarps, I hope you know.
Well, you know what? They are the lowest on the totem pole, so that is okay.
That is fair. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, so today we're not learning about Magikarp, not quite yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. But today, does anybody know? Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I just recalled I did bring my laptop with me, my Rotom laptop.
Good.
I got some
Yes, always,
excellent
Professor.
Gmails, which of course stands for Gengar mails, from some students, and I would like to read those. If that's okay.
I'll allow it.
Of course, Professor.
Okay, so this first one comes to us from a student named Jacob. Excellent name, if I do say so myself.
It's okay.
That is a name of kings. as
Yes,
they say.
absolutely. And the subject heading here is, I wish to join the Council of Students, so I assume that you are putting your name in to become to be, what was it? Class president? Class, what was that? Yeah,
Yes.
class president.
Class, you mean like class clown, like Corbin?
I take that class very seriously, okay? Professor Mr. Mime does a great job.
Yes, it's a very serious profession, Mr. Curtis, if you could please not.
I apologize.
It's an elective, Mr. Curtis. The clown school by Mr. Mime is an elective.
Okay, now that we're done talking about that, I'm going to read Jacob's email here. It says, I believe the bad-mouthed, horrible verse-spitting child forced to take lessons is not fit to be president of our class.
Whoa!
Yeah, he is referring to you, Corbin.
Well, I feel like every email we get is just constantly
Hey,
ragging on me.
it's part of the game. If you can't take the heat, stay out of the class president's
Do you know if other students are bullied as much as me?
It's not bullying. It's
Political banter.
political banter. Exactly, it's banter.
I mean, yeah, I guess a lot of politicians do kind of.
So if you have some banter that you would like to return, I'm all ears.
Let's continue. I'll think of
Okay.
something.
Okay, let me start over. I believe the bad-mouthed, horrible verse-spitting child forced to take lessons. That does kind of sound like he is bullying you.
It's really bad.
Or they're
That's,
bullying you.
yeah.
Forced to take the lessons is not fit to be the president of our class. As I studied to get this class, since my mother's milk tank let me drink their milk, I'm going to be 14 next year, as I find knowing more about Pokemon Minton. I'm not sure what that is. What Pokemon Minton is. I am ready when I plan to go at 15.
You didn't read it the way it was written.
It does, that is true. It does say when I palm to go at 15. But I'm pretty sure they mean plan to go at 15.
Why wait till 15? You could go at
Well, that's
go at
because
12.
they need to finish taking lessons, taking these lessons before they can get their training.
That's
certificate.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, you know what? We will put your name into the running there, Jacob.
No.
Have to make sure. Yeah, you can't just say no, Corbin. You can't just prevent
No.
people. You can't do that. But yes, we'll make sure not to confuse your name with my name. All right, we have another one here. It comes to us.
Yeah, we can't have you being the class president. That's like insider trading.
It's too many Jacobs. Too many Jacobs.
Can't do it. It's not allowed.
No. I mean, I think the professor could be the president.
No, that's not allowed.
I mean, that sounds pretty nice
Debatable.
to me. I mean, I kind of feel like I am already the president. It almost seems like your title is just that. It's just the title, and then I actually really have the real power. Like, what do you actually... What are the duties of the class president? That's something that we should probably really define. You know, we have all these students that are...
I'm a leader.
putting their names into the ring, but we haven't really defined the duties of the class
I'm a
president.
leader, okay? I'm a leader. Everybody looks to me for guidance and answers when all else fails in the class.
Whew, it's a rough gig to have, especially for you, Corbin.
Okay.
Is it okay having the wrong answer? Because that's normally the answer that you have.
You know, sometimes I don't lead to greatness.
Ooh, snap!
Thank you, Mr. Curtis.
Sometimes I lead down an unfortunate path, and part of being the leader is having people fall down that hole with me, and then I have to course correct and make sure that everybody's on the right path. Can we just continue?
Yeah, and when they fall down that hole, you make sure to use their bodies as human ladders to climb back up yourself, right, Corbin? That's what you told me. That's what you said.
Can we continue?
Yes, okay. We have another Gmail here. It comes to us from a student named Zolston. I believe we've gotten a few emails from them before.
Yes, we get it, Solston.
Okay. Hey, Solston is an excellent student. I will not have you bad-mouthing them. All right?
Okay, sorry. I was just kidding.
Asks, who would win, Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee? Now, we have talked about these Pokemon. You'll remember Hitmonchan is known for punches. Hitmonlee is known for kicks and stretchy legs.
Yes.
And if I recall, Hitmonchan can't punch super hard, but it can punch really fast. So I don't know. Who do you think would win, guys? And why? I need a reason.
Hitmonlee, because of the range. Got those stretchy legs.
Okay, sure. It does have stretchy legs. Corbin, do you have any idea of what you might think?
Hitmonchan, because of the speed and because of the move variety, they can use Thunder Punch, and it will paralyze a Hitmonlee, and then guess what? Doesn't matter how far you can stretch those legs. When you're paralyzed, you're going down.
That's pretty good. That is a good point, Corbin. Honestly, I think I would have to give it to the Hitmonlee. I think reach is really, really important when it comes to fighting. He does have those stretchy legs. Also, Hitmonchan really does not hit hard. It's all about speed with Hitmonchan, and I think you need more than that if you're going to take down a Hitmonlee. You got to hit hard. But I guess then the Hitmonlee would have a hard time.
Maybe for a non-fighting type Pokemon, but to fight another fighting type Pokemon like Hitmonlee, to really put the work in.
I guess, yeah, but if the Hitmonlee can't even hit the Hitmonchan because it's moving so fast.
That's what I'm saying. If you outspeed it, then you get the first hit and you can paralyze them, and then it's over.
I feel like this is very similar to what we were talking about with Raichu and Machamp, I think. I feel like whoever gets the hit off first wins the fight, right? At least in that fight. But I think in this one, Hitmonchan's going to have to hit a bunch more times before he can get Hitmonlee to fall, and he has to be bobbing and weaving the whole time to get around Hitmonlee's kicks, because I really do think one kick from Hitmonlee is going to do a Hitmonchan in.
I mean, all you need, though, is like Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch. You just step back and you just let the elements do the work.
Okay, but you can't step back. You have to step up real close.
Right, I'm saying after you hit them, then you step back and let the elements do the work.
You still got to have force between the punches. I don't know. We'd have to see it in real time. We don't have the time today, and I don't have access to my Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, unfortunately.
That's right. They're all upstate.
Yeah. Upstate.
Up region.
Up region. Yes.
State.
Near Cerulean City. That's right. Yes, exactly. Avid students will remember exactly why that is. But we're not going to talk about that today. Instead, we're going to move on from Gmails. Thank you so much for sending us your Gengar mail. If you would like to send...
you guys can stop submitting for class president now. I think we have enough
Oh, no.
people.
Now is the time, because in the new year is when we will finally decide who the new class president
Oh, wait.
will
Isn't
be.
the new year in like 2 weeks? It's like 2 or 3 weeks
It's very
from now.
close.
Oh, man.
So send them in. So send them in. Send them in.
Send them in.
It's like I always say, send them in. But yeah, so get sending them. You can send it to wwopokemon@gmail.com. And I'll probably say it again at the end of the lesson.
And if we don't respond in class like this, we will respond via Gmail. We'll respond one way or another.
Yeah, we'll do our best. I promise.
Or if we don't respond at all, just know that Curtis just stares at these emails all day and
he
just
really does.
breathes really heavily. So they are acknowledged. They are read. I promise.
I read over them many, 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 many times, but I don't dare respond without the professor's permission.
That's right. That's right.
Normally I'm the one that writes them, but whatever. Okay. Not the original emails, the responses to the emails.
Oh, you've been sending us emails? Are you
guys? I've been making.
So they are all you.
I'm making a bunch of Gmail accounts and just sending us.
So you have like 4 different entries into the class president.
I do.
You're Jacob. You're Zoltan. You're all these people.
I think I'm gonna get it, guys. I think the odds are in my favor.
No.
Okay. We need to move on. We need to start talking about Pokemon. Does anybody know the Pokemon that we are discussing today?
Ooh, it's the evolved form of Goldeen.
Exactly.
Right?
That is generally
Last
how this
week's
works.
beautiful Pokemon.
And I should mention.
So Gold Queen.
No. So there is an element of royalty involved in the name here.
Silverdeen.
Platinum Dean. No.
Got him.
Niobium Dean. What other elements are there?
Plutonium Dean.
Oh, that's one. That's a good one. Mr. Curtis.
Hydrogen
elements?
Dean. Okay, this is not funny anymore.
That's pretty funny. I'm losing it over here.
No, you're not.
You're right.
No, I don't.
You don't know? Okay, yeah, he doesn't know any
elements.
Lithium Dean? Maybe?
Yeah,
Is that
he
one?
played the game.
How about Krypton Dean? That's
Nope.
good.
Nope.
No, that. I think that is one. Yeah, that's definitely one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they call a noble gas. Thank you very
Listen,
much.
I'm no Pokemon chemist, right? Because everybody knows those chemists are. They're
just
way
disgusting.
too smart. They're way too
they're
smart for
gross.
us. They're far smarter than
their
us
chemists
lowly
are
biologists.
Yeah, you got to know chemicals and reactions. Now, biology is just memorization. That's all it is.
Memorization and filling in the blank normally.
Give me that. Give me that, please.
I got it. It's half Neomdine.
No, we're learning about Seaking.
Ah.
Seaking, yes. Seaking, as in the king of the sea, not seeking as in I'm looking for something.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that's very confusing sometimes.
There's I think, do you guys remember that romance movie that came out a few years ago called Seaking? That was really cute. I enjoyed that one.
That was beautiful. I didn't finish it. Did they find Seaking? Wait, I thought Seaking was the one where the Sea King loses its child Goldeen, and the Goldeen has like a little like a small fin, and it doesn't work very well. And he's always like over, and then he finds a Luminion. He finds a Luminion that has memory problems.
No, that's
Mm.
Finding Finizen. You're thinking
of a
movie.
Bruxfish.
No, that's Finding
I never
Finizen.
think of Brexit.
Finding Finizen is that movie.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah.
No,
Sorry. I forget.
No, Seaking is a romance movie. Yeah.
Wait, like, but between two Seakings?
No spoilers from me.
Okay, I guess I'll have to watch it. Okay. Has anybody here seen a Seaking?
I have not.
Clearly
seen
in the
one.
movie, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, I saw one in the movie, but I haven't seen one in real life.
Okay, Mr. Curtis?
No.
That's a lie, because you've taken this class several times before.
I mean,
and
I
know.
have, but could I pick one out of a lineup? No.
A lineup of other water-type Pokemon?
Yes.
Or just things in general?
Just
If
put
I were
six
to
things
put
in a row, 6 random items in a row,
and one of them
Seaking,
was a Seaking,
yeah.
you wouldn't be able to identify which is the Seaking.
You would never know.
All right, well then, let me go ahead. I have one here today. We're not gonna. This is for the first time in a while now that I have a Seaking and a Pokeball, and we're not just gonna find it out in the wild. I have one here with me. It's my own personal Seaking.
Okay.
So here's what a Seaking looks like.
Ooh, very pretty. What a pretty little king.
Yeah. What specifically though? What do you think is pretty here?
Well, it has a nice. I like the fins. I like the white fins with the little black speckles. It kind of reminds me of cookies and cream ice cream. I really like that.
Mr. Curtis, any aspects that you really enjoy?
I like the pointy bit on top.
Wow.
What do you call that?
This is, can I just say, this is incredible. We have landed smack dab in the middle of a very, very heated debate topic for Seaking. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
There are very avid fans of Seaking because it is a very beautiful Pokemon.
Yes.
And some people are heavily on the side of the fins, and some people are heavily on the side of the horn.
You are kidding me.
I am not. In fact, we will go and we'll read the Pokedex entries, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, it's most of its body is like red, and it's got some black stripes on it, and got got some really big juicy lips. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, and it's got like 2 little fangs sticking out, which honestly kind of looks like it hurts. On the
A little
lips.
bit, yeah. I don't know, but the lips are as somebody who's young and never found love, they're tempting. But they're cute, but I know that I'm not supposed to.
Okay, he's leaning in. Back up, push him back.
Hey.
Sorry.
It's okay, this happens a lot. All right, Seaking, you can come on back to the Pokeball now.
Listen, it's been a while since I've seen a girl my age.
Okay, all right, we don't need to talk about that. Instead, we should start reading these Pokedex entries.
Wait, are you putting him back in the Pokeball? Or
I
is he
did.
just gonna swim?
No, I just did that. I put him back.
Sorry. I was too busy wiping my lips.
Yeah, I know you missed it. Okay. The first entry here from the Kanto region says, in the autumn spawning season, they can be seen swimming powerfully up rivers and creeks.
Oh.
Yes, the
Spawning, eh?
Yeah. So, there's not a lot that we know about, where Pokemons come from and Pokemon breeding. Pokemon come from. That was weird.
Pokemen, if you will.
Where Pokemon come from. But I guess we do know that Seaking tend to spawn during autumn. When they lay eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the input, Corbin.
Sure.
All right, the next entry here says, it is the male's job to make a nest by carving out boulders in a stream using the horn on its head.
So it makes a nest out of a boulder.
Yes, with its horn.
Now, listen, I'll be honest.
No.
I am fond of a hard bed, nice and firm.
Okay.
A real slab, okay?
Okay.
But I don't know if I'd sleep in a boulder.
It's not really for sleeping. They
Hey,
don't sleep in
Mr.
it.
Curtis, are you a Seaking?
That's a good question.
No.
No, that's actually a very good question. Are you a Seaking?
I am not.
Then
I am
shut
not.
up. It doesn't apply to you.
Oh, okay.
It's also not really for sleeping. It's more for protecting their eggs.
It's nesting, yes.
So they I don't think they sleep in it. And it's also in the water, so they kind of really just float there, if we're being honest.
I think they meditate, but they don't sleep there.
Okay. The next entry says, and there are a lot more entries about these boulder nests, Mr. Curtis, so we'll learn a little bit more as we go on.
Okay.
Buckle up, kids.
I know, it's really exciting. In the autumn, it's also known as fall, just in case people don't know.
Yes.
They travel up rivers to spawn. In other seasons, they make and live in their own nests. I guess they do kind of live there in those in the rocks. But again, it's not like they, lay on the rock itself. They just it's just really just to shield them from the current.
If I were Seaking, I would wrap myself up in some nice seaweed and get all cozy. Find a nice water vent, a natural, heated place, that has a nice warm.
Oh, no, I like the cold. The cold's much better.
I didn't ask. But I would like to find a nice heated spot and some seaweed. That would be top tier Seaking sleeping quarters for me.
I think I would, if I were a fish Pokemon, I would throw myself off a waterfall.
That also sounds like a blast.
Okay. Moving on to the Johto region. During spawning season, Seaking gather from all over, coloring the rivers a brilliant red. Much like our school colors, if you remember.
Yeah, classic red and slightly darker red.
So a slightly darker red.
Those are the anatomical names for those colors.
Anatomical?
And what?
Mm-hmm. Anatomical.
Like,
is in relation to the human body? Anatomical?
No.
I
I thought anatomical meant technically.
I don't.
you looking for a hex code?
By the way, anatomical is the definition is relating to bodily structure.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said technically.
I said anatomically.
Yeah, and it's not.
What?
It's not it's not the anatomical name for the colors.
Oh, I meant technical name for the colors. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure. That works.
Glad we went through all that.
I'm really glad. Yeah, I'm sure none of this will make the lesson. It's all gonna get cut out anyways.
This is riveting.
Really elucidated the
It'll
colors
stay.
for me.
Yeah.
The next entry here says, using its horn, it bores holes in riverbed boulders, making nests to prevent its eggs from washing away.
I love that.
Yes, so it's for protecting their eggs, largely.
Yes.
The next one says, when autumn comes, the males patrol the area around their nests in order to protect their offspring.
So they keep them in there.
So they make the nest and they patrol it.
Yeah, then they run around
Can the females do something? Am I right?
I know, they just sit at home. They have little fins propped up. Just don't do nothing.
Just like human women. Am I right?
Oh, you cannot say. This is why
Am
you're
I
single,
right?
Professor. This is why you've never
Oh
found
my
love.
gosh.
You can't say that. Can't say that.
Okay, so that does it for the entries in the Johto region. Moving on to the Hoenn region. In the autumn, Seaking males can be seen performing courtship dances in riverbeds to woo females. During the season, the Pokemon's body coloration is at its most beautiful.
Love that.
Yeah, so they're dancing. They're boring holes in the rocks. They're patrolling.
They're putting babies in holes in rocks. It's a great time.
Yes, and dancing.
And oh, God, that sounds like a life.
Dude, right?
I wish I had that life. I want to bore holes in rocks, put eggs in there, and dance.
Yeah, like just eggs that you would, buy at the store, or... Okay. Little Corbin eggs?
My eggs, my own eggs. Poop them out. Put them in a hole.
Oh, somebody
Dance.
should probably tell him. Somebody should probably tell him. It's not going to be me, though. That's not my job. The next entry here says, Seaking is very protective of its eggs. The male and female will take turns patrolling around their nests and patrolling around their nests and eggs. Their nest and eggs.
Easy for you to say.
The male and female will take turns patrolling around their nest and eggs. The guarding of eggs by these Pokemon goes on for over a month. It really messes me up that they don't put "the" in front of it, in front of eggs there.
It's more poetic that way.
I
The
know.
guarding of eggs.
The guarding of eggs by these Pokemon goes on for over a month. And at that point, I assume the eggs hatch and they don't just leave the egg. They get bored after a month and then just leave.
Yeah, probably.
They probably hatch, right? I should know. I'm a Pokemon biologist.
Do they hatch in a really small Seaking, or do they hatch into Goldeens?
It would 100% be Goldeen. This we know. It would be the pre-evolved form of Pokemon come out of the eggs.
Professor, why is that? Why don't we have a fully developed Machamp coming out of an egg?
Well, that would be horrifying to see. I feel like
I think I'd rather die, honestly.
With all those arms and all those muscles.
he just punches his way out of the egg and is like, "Hey, what's up?"
That's not a cute baby.
Okay, moving on. The next entry says it punches holes in boulders on stream beds. This is a clever innovation that prevents its eggs from being attacked or washed away by the current. What do you think is attacking them?
I could see a Barraskewda, maybe.
A Golduck.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Golduck too. I bet they.
I'm thinking
love
a
to
Golduck.
eat.
How about a Sharpedo? Sharpedo?
I feel like
that.
Sharpedo are more like big game hunters. I think they go after the Whalmer and the
whale lord of the
maybe a Gyarados.
and they're up ocean, or they're up river. Remember, they go up river to spawn.
Yeah, Sharpedos are in the ocean.
Right? Yeah.
And we haven't talked about Sharpedos, so I wouldn't expect you to know that, Corbin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I know what one is, but
You what?
I know what one is. I just haven't seen one
Well,
yet.
yeah, I know. But, we haven't talked to you. So, again, this is why we do this class, so you can learn about Pokemon biology. How can I expect you to know Pokemon biology before we talk about it?
There's no other way.
At this point, I don't even expect you to know Pokemon biology after we've talked about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. There is one more entry here from the Hoenn region. It says, the horn on its head is sharp like a drill. It bores a hole in a boulder to make its nest. Again, it's pretty.
Yeah, we know that.
It's very similar. It's not the same thing, but it's very similar. Okay, moving on to the center region. It makes its nest by hollowing out boulders and streams with its horn. It defends its eggs with its life.
Oh,
It's pretty impressive. I don't know.
Listen, as a working father, you kind of have to. I mean, what's the lady doing? What's the lady Seaking doing?
Wow.
Is she defending her babies with her life? Don't think so.
I mean, yes, it does.
Oh, what?
Because we learned that the female will also patrol. They take turns patrolling.
When was that said?
It was in the Hoenn region. It says Seaking is very protective of its eggs. The male and female will take turns patrolling around their nest and eggs.
Good on you, Professor. I was making sure you knew that. Good on you.
Thank you. Wow.
Quizzing you.
Sometimes I have to be held accountable.
I mean, I just gotta keep you on your feet. Make sure you deserve that license.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep my footing with all the rocking we're doing in this boat. Whoa.
Yeah.
You don't have to justify yourself to anybody.
I don't. Okay.
But he does, and he must.
Okay, so the next entry here says, to protect its family, it will fight with its drill sharp horn. It lives in hollowed rocks in streams. It lives in hollowed rocks in streams.
I think we've heard that before.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and this one doesn't mention that it hollows the rock itself. Which I find to be. Yeah. The last entry in the Sinnoh region says, in autumn, its body becomes more fatty in preparing to propose to a mate.
Oh, yeah.
It takes on beautiful colors.
Yes, we love a colorful fatty.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean that's a. I guess it needs the nutrient. Maybe it's trying to say like, look at me. I have the ability to find food and eat it, and therefore I am fat. Make me your mate.
I mean, honestly, that's the best way to win any woman's heart.
I have eaten all this food, and therefore I have nutrients and can provide good spawning rituals.
So I found the secret to finally getting a girlfriend. I have to paint my body extravagant colors and just eat a bunch of food and wail out.
Yes. Oh, that's what I've been telling you, Corbin, this whole time.
You know, I never believed it until now.
It's amazing what we can learn from Pokemon, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing new from the Unova region, of course, there never is. Nothing new from the Kalos region. Why would there be? Moving on to the Alola region. When the weather grows cold, its whole body flushes a deep red. This sight serves as a poetic reminder that autumn has arrived.
Oh,
very poetic.
Love it. Very deep. Some would say a slightly darker red.
a deep, dark, slightly dark red.
Yeah. Slightly darker than a classic red.
The classic red.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yep.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
With Mr. Curtis's word choices are very interesting.
Half of what you say is just grunts and moans.
The next entry here says, trainers who are crazy for Seaking are divided into horn enthusiasts and fin enthusiasts.
All
the
right.
two groups.
Oh, you're right, Professor.
Yeah, exactly. I guess those are the two defining features of a Seaking.
That's it.
The entry goes on to say the two groups do not get along well.
Are you in the Fin clan or the Horn clan, Professor?
I don't think I want to, firmly plant my feet into either clan, because, they both have their importance, right? The horn is super important for protecting mates, or protecting them and their eggs, and then
and digging out those boulders.
Yeah, and the fins are important for...
disgusting.
Well, they're important for weaving and woving out in the water.
Yeah, they're important. I don't know. I was surprised that Mr. Curtis said disgusting. I'm not sure what he was talking about.
The fins.
The
horn
okay.
is obviously
so I see
the preferred.
So I guess you're on the horn side there, Mr. Curtis.
Yes, if I didn't make that clear already.
Curtis is a hornster, and I'm a finster.
Okay.
Those are the anatomical names for those fan groups.
The next entry, moving along, says its horn spins like a drill to steadily hollow out rocks, even harder ones.
How much harder is harder?
I don't know. Please don't ask me.
All right,
I don't know. It's harder than the other rocks that it hollows out.
And how hard are those?
Less hard.
Okay.
Then
I wish there was a way to measure the hardness of these rocks instead of just saying more and less.
More and less. They could have even said like really hard rocks, something like diamond hard rocks. That's something that everybody knows. Or pearl hard rocks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or platinum hard rocks.
Platinum, a shining pearl of a rock,
This entry goes on to say, the coloration of the male is more vivid. Which I guess is one way to determine a female from a male, is if it's like, whoa!
If it's very flamboyant and it loves to dance around its nest and it smashes holes in rocks, that's a boy.
And it has a more vivid color, I guess is what it was. It's the classic red. The female is the slightly darker red.
Is that confirmed?
Right.
I don't know.
You're just making stuff up and confusing.
I'm putting it in terms that you can understand, Corbin. I'm trying my hardest to be a good professor. I'm trying. It's so hard.
And you are being a great professor.
But I don't want you to mislead the thousands of listeners. I don't want you to mislead them.
There can't be that many listeners. A class can't be that. There's no way that the administration would allow that many people into one class. I mean, think of the grading I would have to do.
I mean, you got to get to work. It's growing every day.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of pressure.
The next entry says, its horn spins... Oh, wait, I already said that one. This one, next one, says, to attract females, males dance on the river's floor. The females gather around the male that dances the most gracefully.
Nice. They kind of hype him up, clapping.
Yeah.
Like, ay.
Like these...
Go.
Louis.
Who's Louis?
Did you say Louis?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Who's Louis?
He definitely said Louis, right?
What's that?
Louis is the name of my Seaking, actually. How did you know?
I did not know that.
Okay. You just said Louis for no reason then.
Why'd you say Louis?
That's my Louis.
I don't know what that means.
I don't
what is
know
that?
why. What is Louis? Why are you yelling Louis?
That's what I yell when I do my dance display.
You yell Louis.
Since
Like I'm
when?
doing right now.
Who's Louis? Why are you yelling a random name?
Oh
Louis.
God! Stop dancing! I can't. You're gonna tip the boat over. Please stop.
Okay, it's not that small of a boat.
He's a very large gentleman.
When did he start the Louis thing? What is this?
Oh, no,
Yeah, it's like when you see people that dance the cha-cha slide, they go Olay, but it's like Louis.
I don't think any of that's correct.
I've never been to the Paldea region. I don't know.
Louis.
No.
Okay, that does it for all of our regional Pokedex entries. There's nothing new from the Galar region and nothing from the Hisui region or from the Lentil region, even. However, we do have...
It's not even a place.
It definitely is. There is a unique entry here. It comes to us from May's Pokedex, interestingly enough. I don't think it's rare that we see an entry from Mr. May, whoever he is.
It's a little lady. She's very nice.
If you say
May's
so.
a girl. She's
How
very
would you know?
sweet.
How would you know? Have you
My
ever met him?
cousin knows her.
Have you ever met him?
Yeah, I was about to say he's got quite a network of cousins.
I've met her one time.
Okay.
It's Professor Birch's kid. She's very sweet. And listen, she had lips similar to that Seaking's. And I tried the same move and it didn't work.
Wait, she did what?
Nothing?
Wait, I missed that. Say that again?
No.
Okay, well, I'll listen to the recording and I'll hear what you said, and then we'll figure out consequences. Okay. Anyways, May's Pokedex says Seaking, the Goldfish Pokemon. Seaking is the evolved form of Goldeen. Its sharp, drill-like horn is capable of crushing even stone.
How is that in comparison to Hard Rock? I'm really confused here by
I
the
don't know
level
which
of
is harder.
hardness.
It says even stone. Wow.
The next entry? It's going to be like, hey, it can even crush a Quaxley. It's like, okay, well, where does that rank from stone to?
I could do that.
Who could? Yeah, anybody could do that.
It's easy. Yeah, even stone. Its horn can cut through even the soft dirt on the ocean floor.
Can you believe that?
I can't believe it. All right, that does it for all the Pokedex entries on Seaking. Excellent job.
That's it.
Does anybody? I feel like I haven't done this in a while. Does anybody have any questions on Seaking?
You say that every single lesson as if you don't ask that. You say every lesson. I don't ask this a lot, but do you have any questions? You ask it every time.
What?
There are no questions. We have all the answers we need. Please continue.
I definitely don't say it every lesson. Mr. Curtis, do you have a question?
No, just how beautiful is Seaking's horn? Am I right?
Nope, fins are better. Shut up.
It depends on the time of year, Mr. Curtis.
Shut
thank
up.
you for asking. Okay, so today, it's time for the testing portion. We're not going to do a pop quiz today.
Thank every single god.
Well, there's only one. His name is Arceus.
That's right.
No, instead, today we are doing a debate.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So let me go over the rubric of the debate so you guys know what you need to do. You must include information that we learned in class. You must, preferably on Seaking, you must demonstrate an understanding of the Pokemon's unique attributes and abilities. You must build an argument around proven facts about the topic Pokemon. And you must respond to at least one of the opponent's arguments with a legitimate counter-argument, okay?
Okay.
And this is going to go, the debate structure is, the person 1 will have an opening statement. That will be followed by person 2 and their opening statement. And then person 2 will continue to have a response to person 1's opening statement. Person 1 will then come with a response to person 2's opening statement. And then person 1 will have a closing statement. And then person 2 will have a closing statement. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I actually, I kind of already decided who's going to have what in this debate. So here is the debate question. What is the best part of a Seaking? Mr. Curtis, you will be defending the fins. And Corbin, you will be defending the horn.
I absolutely will not be doing that.
You will. No, you have to, or else you will get a failing grade.
For the whole class?
Professor, but the fins aren't the best part.
Listen, it's you have to use the information that we have learned today to provide a solid debate for this. All right, Mr. Curtis? Who would like to go first?
I will go first.
All right, Corbin, you're going to go first. All right, so go ahead. Take some time. Again, Mr. Curtis, you are saying that the fins are the best part of the Seaking.
That's enough.
Corbin, you are saying that the horn is the best part of the Seaking.
Okay,
stop it, please. You're gonna make me. You're gonna. Okay, I'm getting some aggressive nods from my students. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Are we ready? Is everybody ready?
Yes. Ready.
We're very excited to debate your side. All right. Corbin, you go first. You are defending that the Seaking's horn is the best part of the Seaking.
Wait, I am? No, I'm just kidding.
Take it away.
All right, let me talk to you a little bit. All right,
sure.
So picture this: a Seaking. Now you look at it and you think, what's the best part? Well, I'm gonna tell you why it's the horn. So the horns are the best because without them, Seakings and Goldeens would effectively probably cease to exist. They use the horn to create nests within rocks. We know this. We've talked about this at length. With no hidden nests, those eggs would not have a secure place to go. They might drift off down the sea and, be broken during the travels in the water, or they'd be preyed upon by predators and stuff, predator Pokemon. And the horns are also used for attacking. It's their primary weapon that they use to stab opponents. So without the horn, they'll have no means of self-defense. So it absolutely needs the horn for survival, for building nests, protecting its young, and attacking its foes. I rest my case.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So you went with a very practical approach there.
I always do.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
But a very practical approach to why the horn is the best. Mr. Curtis, you, of course, are defending the fins. You now have the floor.
All right. Let me say, first of all, thank you, Professor.
Oh, my God.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Corbin.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you, Corbin, for being here today.
Sure.
To defend the superior part of the fish, which is the horn.
That's not doing well for your argument.
Thank you so much.
He's rested. But I digress.
He has rested my case. He's rested my case. So
okay.
You tripped on the word go.
All right. So now for my vastly inferior argument.
Jesus.
You're not helping yourself.
No.
You see, there's one thing that all Seaking must have.
Horn.
Fins. Oh. It's just practical. I mean, I agree with you, Corbin. But
no, stop it. Stop it. Mr. Curtis, if you at one more time, if you say that the horn is the better part, you are getting a 0 for this assignment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Professor.
All right, you need to be serious here.
Okay, all right. Okay, so now for my argument. You see, there's one thing all Seaking must have, and that is fins. It's just practical. It's a water type Pokemon. It must swim to do anything in life. Literally anything. Fins are vital to that practice. Swimming, eating, everything they do.
It needs fins to eat.
Yes. How are they going to catch food without
That's not in the Pokedex.
Corbin, this is not your this is Mr. Curtis has the floor. Please do not interrupt.
They're also, might I add, a key centerpiece to the courtship dance. And graceful, beautiful fins are what help seeking males find and females find their mates. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Okay. Two very solid points. Thank you, Mr. Curtis.
Okay.
Now you do have a chance to respond to Corbin's opening statement, if you would like to do that.
Thank you. I will say Corbin argued that
better.
they need their horn to make a nest. There are many places and ways to make nests. Maybe try in between rocks. There's other options. You could make a nice. Use your head to, build up a nice mound of rocks to make a nest. It doesn't necessarily have to be carved out of a boulder. Also, he argued that they're vital to self-defense. But I would say there's a lot of powerful moves that a Seaking learns that doesn't necessarily involve their horn. Maybe like a waterfall attack or a water pulse. Yeah. I digress. Ice beam or surf.
Beam.
Now we're just listing moves.
Yeah, right. Then give me some more moves. Any other moves? Horn attack. Wait, no.
No, not horn attack. Rain dance. That's a good one.
Oh, no, it's not a great one.
That's not an attack. Okay.
Giga impact doesn't necessarily require a horn.
I feel like it would involve their horn, though.
I think a horn is Giga. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I've pushed you further than you were prepared for, and that's my fault. All right. Excellent job, Mr. Curtis. I think you did a wonderful job defending your precious fins.
Thank you.
Corbin, it is now your turn to respond to Mr. Curtis's opening statement and responses, if you would like to.
I would love to. So Curtis suggested at one point, please be quiet. While the opposition is speaking.
Curtis. Mr. Curtis, please.
Mr.
Sorry.
It's the sea air. It's the salty sea air is really getting to him.
Anyways, Curtis suggested that the Seaking could just, quote, simply put its eggs in between rocks. Now, I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem very secure to me. I mean, you have a horn that it's not big, but it's also not too small. It is perfectly curated to dig a hole that is not only deep enough, but is also small enough in diameter that it could fit its eggs inside of it. That's the whole point, right? So it can drill deep into the rock, and there's not a lot of surface area. I mean, if you have rocks that can move and shift with the weather and with erosion, those if you just simply put eggs in between rocks, there's a chance it'll move. It's not going to be as secure as if you use a horn, number one. Number two, a lot of the moves that Curtis mentioned are water-based moves. Oh, it can use water pulse, it can blah, blah, blah. A lot of its predators are coming into the water to attack it. We even suggested the predators would be water-type Pokemon. So those water moves won't be effective. The horn has a stabbing motion to it. It's going to bleed out other Pokemon. It is also not just a means of attack. It's also a means of a visible threat. Because a Pokemon is going to look at that and say, oh, this guy means business. He basically has a sword on his face. That's a big deal. You know what I mean? That's the difference. You go up to a Seaking.
Do you actually want us to respond?
No.
You are kind of asking us questions here.
No, it's rhetorical. Okay. But if you Seaking didn't have a horn, people would be more willing to challenge it, and there's a higher risk that Seaking will be killed, and its babies will die, and its wife will die, and all that, or a husband, whatever, will die, and that's not good. So you have the horn there as a defense mechanism, as an attacking mechanism, but also as a means of a visual representation of the damage this thing can do. And Pokemon are not as likely to screw with it. They will go with somebody else that doesn't have a big horn coming out of their face. I rest my case.
So, Corbin, I'm hearing from you a lot of the horn is good and they do need it. But what I'm not hearing a lot of is that the fins are bad.
Well, let me tell you. I'll tell you. Here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and say the fins are necessarily bad. Curtis is right that they're useful for swimming and that they're good for courting. But let me picture this. If you don't have a horn, You can court all these beautiful Seaking and Goldeen women. You can court them. You can make babies with them. But the chances are the lineage and the number of Goldeen and Seaking are going to die off because they don't have a secure place to put their eggs and they don't have a means of defending them. So what good is courting? What good is trying to find a suitable mate if you can't protect the young at all? It's just going to be this endless dance with useless fins. Because you're just constantly swimming and dancing, making babies, and they're all dying because you can't defend them because horns apparently aren't as important as fins, which is incorrect.
Would you like that to also be your closing statement, or have you prepared something for your
You know what? I think that's my closing statement.
Okay, very good. Mr. Curse, it is your turn to make a closing statement.
Thank you.
As
and
my pleasure.
I mean, okay, and this is, let me finish the sentence, Professor, please.
Whoa.
No, I just mean it's going to start off sounding one way, and I don't want the professor to give me a 0.
Okay, I'm hovering over my paper with my 0 pen, so be careful.
Okay. He has a 0 pen? Nice.
Okay, so you're right, Corbin. You can court and mate and make eggs.
Not me, the Seaking.
And maybe... without a horn, and maybe it will be harder to protect them. But you know what you can't do without fins? Swim up river to mate. To drill, you can't drill out a nest in a boulder without fins. You can't use that horn to protect that nest without fins.
Doesn't make sense.
And the young.
Oh no, it absolutely does make sense. If you don't have fins, you're just sitting
dance
there.
on the floor and attract a mate and have eggs in the first place. In fact, let me put it like this.
Oh, he's onto something.
Every horn-based attack requires, let's say it together.
No.
The horn.
Horns.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
And fins.
No,
yes, a
horns.
horn and fins.
Fins.
Yes. Yeah, thank
Fins.
you.
Horns.
All of these things require movement.
No.
And all of these things require fins.
That is true. It's not like it's rocketing out its horn like a torpedo.
I know.
You don't know that.
I mean, what is it going to do
actually.
without the fins? Just be like a water weedle, roll along the bottom of the floor, maybe, rub its horn against something? I don't know. It's not going to work. There's nothing for you to push off of when you're a little round ball on the bottom of the floor. You got to have fins to do anything. I rest my case.
That's a t-shirt. You gotta have fins to do anything.
Stop.
You gotta have fins to do anything.
Stop trying to take t-shirts from my lessons.
I'm sorry.
Corbin,
I'm really
please.
trying to monetize this class.
we don't need to. Your parents provide all the money we need, Corbin.
Well, then why is the school still destroyed?
It's
Your
being
mother in
rebuilt.
particular,
Just
Corbin.
having infinite money isn't going to mean that your school gets rebuilt in a matter of seconds. It's not how that works. It's being rebuilt.
Sounds like to me.
Okay. I just want to say excellent job to the both of you. I'm very, very happy. You really embraced the opposite side of the argument there than you were. And you know what? I like to think that maybe you learned something. I think Mr. Curtis is really getting on the side of the fins there at the end. What do you say, Mr. Curtis?
Oh, no. Horns are the best.
That's it. It's a 0. You get a 0.
Are so much better.
No.
Got him.
I thought this was after the debate was done.
It's okay. It's safe.
Freely.
Fins are so much better. Oh, God. Oh, man.
All right, you guys both get full marks. I think you guys both did a very, very good job. Of course, I will not say who won the debate. That's not really up to me to decide. I think that's not really the point of the debate.
I think the fans
you students at
should
home,
decide.
if you would like to, decide and let us know on Twitter or Gengar Mail, feel free to. I guess I'll talk more about that later on. But that's gonna do it for today's lesson on Seaking.
That's it.
Does anybody know who we're talking about next week?
It's another water type, right?
Yeah, like I said, we had a stretch of water types.
Is it Dratini?
Well, Dratini is a dragon type, I believe.
Oh, well, blue looks like a water type.
Blue, therefore water.
Well, listen, that's an
Or
argument
ice.
that's
I'd
an
say
argument
blue-
that Curtis made with Krogunk. And
Blue, therefore water, or ice, which is also water.
Curtis
So I
said that
guess-
about Krogunk. He said because it's blue, it's water type.
I stand by it.
You're wrong.
I stand by it. It swims in the water. It's blue. It's water type.
We won't know. We won't know until we talk about Krogunk, whenever that is. But no, it's not next week.
Decidueye.
You were
We're learning about
stupid.
Staryu next week.
Oh, okay.
Star me?
No, Staryu.
No, Staryu.
No.
Wait, yes, no, Star
You.
me. Staryu?
Star you?
Yeah.
No,
Or
it's
star me?
Star them, right?
Star Corbin.
Wait, Star who?
Star Corbin?
No, Staryu, actually.
Star Curtis.
No, I would never star Curtis in anything.
Oh.
I wouldn't either. Yeah,
I'd give you a gold star, Professor.
Oh, thank
Curtis
you
is
very
more of
much.
a supporting actor.
Before we go, does anybody want to, we've talked so much about the fins and the horns of Seakings. Does anybody want to take a second look at them now that we're at the end of the lesson here?
Please, I just want to see the fins one more time. God, please, let me see it.
Okay. All right, here is my Seaking, which I believe I named Louie, I think was the name I went with.
Louie.
Louie!
Aww.
Well,
Look at those fins, Mr. Curtis. You see how beautiful they
Oh,
are?
those fins are disgusting.
Okay,
You disgust me.
They're not disgusting. Now he's going to get mad. Oh, he looks mad.
Louie, that horn is great, but your fins are gross.
Stop, Mr. Curtis, please stop insulting my
You're
Pokemon.
really, you got to stop insulting every Pokemon he sends out.
He's really swimming out far. Don't
Where'd he
swim out
go?
too far. Louie, come on back.
Look at that. Now you've upset him. First the
Yeah,
Kangaskhan,
Louie,
and now
bring
this.
that horn back over here, Louie.
Oh, wait, no, he's coming back.
He's coming back.
Okay.
He's
Okay,
coming,
good.
he's coming back really fast.
Wow, he's
Oh, he's really
going
fast.
really fast.
Oh,
He's going.
slow down.
Jeez.
Race for impact.
Race for impact. Here it comes.
No!
Oh, jeez. Okay, it's going down. It's going down.
Okay, we're going down.
Everyone
Oh,
okay?
jeez. I don't know. How am I
worry.
going to
I got
financially recover from this?
Don't worry. I got a plan.
Oh,
What is your? You are the one who sunk our ship, essentially.
the whole thing is gone. First the classroom, and now our whole ship is underwater.
I can't
Congratulations.
have
Wait, did the
anything with you guys around. Why did I bring the
Hello?
Seaking back out?
Hello? Yes. Mm-hmm. I'd like to order a Suber.
Sorry,
Thank you, yes.
what?
what?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, we're floating off. We're floating off coast. Yeah. We just got crashed by Seaking. Yep. Nope. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Send your fastest Suber. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Tell them
Wait,
it's
no,
3.
No, just put it on Corbin's account. That's fine.
What? What? Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, they
Corbin.
Tell them there's 3 rider. Wait. Where's the rest of the crew?
Oh.
There was more than
No, there's
us.
only 3 of us left. No, that's fine. Just seating for 3. Okay. No, and and of course, yeah, room for our equipment. No, that's it. That's good.
It's okay. They'll find their own way, Corbin.
Don't worry. There's a Uber on the way.
I'm sorry.
Why
You
are
keep
you
saying Uber.
Why are you saying it like that? What's wrong?
No, because it's a sub Uber. There you go.
Can't
like
even
a
say
submarine, but it's
A
an
submarine. Yes.
Wait, it's a submarine?
It's a submarine, and it's
You
gonna come.
called a submarine to pick us up.
It's a ride-sharing submarine. Thank you.
Uber. Okay.
Wow.
I'm just glad that all of us know how to swim. I probably should have questioned that.
I'm not
before,
very good at it. I don't have the upper body strength to keep myself afloat, but you know what, Curtis? I thank you for putting this float on me earlier. I do appreciate that.
That's right.
Okay, I think we need to end the lesson here. My arms are starting to get a little bit tired from treading the water and holding the recording device. So, if you have any questions for me, the professor, or would like to, I guess put your name in the running for student council or student president, class president. That's it. For the class president, you can send us a Gengar mail at wwopokemon@gmail.com. If you don't have a Gengar mail, that's perfectly fine. You can also find us on the Flying Pokemon themed social network site, Twitter. We are there at wwopokemon as well.
Oh, did you hear that? I just got a message from Philip, our driver. He says he's got the sub and he'll be here soon.
Is it an XL Suber? Do we have to share it with other people?
Is it a Super Black or?
No, it's just a standard Suber, but we don't have to share it with anyone.
How will we know when it's here? Is there a license plate?
Oh, he'll come up underneath us. It's got
nice.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll sign off here. Until next time.
Ah, something touched my foot.
Wow, he's really freaking out. Class is dismissed.
Oh. Welcome to the World of Pokemon is a part of the Pokecasters Network.